Ooh, my God. Is that a beer? You know, I'm just gonna close that up. Hey, what's up guys? It's been a few weeks since my last video. We've gotten a whole crap ton of snow on the ground. I actually was sick for a little while. It's just a lot of crap going on. But this guy did come in the mail. Got a little topper going on for the Fix-It-Felix machine just to make things a little more interesting. But that's not what I'm here to show you. Actually, over the past, oh my God, I cleaned the place up and now look at it. I got stuff everywhere, including new pickups. Actually, man, this has been like 3 weeks, hasn't it? I've picked up quite a few project machines. Most of these I got as a lot from a buddy of mine. I think I got like 6 of them. And, oh yeah, more trash and stuff I'm trying to clean up. Ignore the clutter. But you know what, let's just jump right into this because it's cold in this garage. And we will start with this Virtua Cop dedicated Sega. Yeah, you can tell it's missing a lot of things. Well, you can tell right here it's missing a gun. Well, it's not missing, it's just kind of busted up. We actually did that loading it up in my truck. It's missing player 1 gun. The board set is in there. And it actually works. Power supply works. Actually, is that the board set? I mean, it's got 2 board sets. But you can see there's no monitor. It had a monitor in it, but it's dead. It's some weird brand I've never heard of, and there's like 0 information online, so I'm just pulling it out. Actually, I'm picking up a monitor for this guy on this coming weekend, so hopefully this will be up and running relatively soon. But if you plug it in and turn it on, the game does load up, and you hear sounds, you coins up. And actually, I picked up a monitor for it, but it ended up being the wrong resolution. This is a medium resolution game, and what I thought was a medium resolution monitor, I ended up picking up was a standard resolution monitor from a guy on Craigslist. That, yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have made assumptions really. So that monitor came out of this cabinet right here, which is a Namco. Oh, what do you call it? Point Blank 3. It was and this was an empty cabinet. It just had the monitor, the guns, and I think it's got a power supply in there too. But everything else has been gutted, so it wasn't too expensive. It was fairly decent deal. But I got it just for the monitor, so I could stick it inside the Virtua Cop. But then it turned out it didn't even work. The resolutions don't work up, and it has to do with like the, I don't know, the hertz or something coming out. Anyway, and I can't throw like an LCD screen in it because if you don't know, the LCD screens don't work with gun games because it needs the optic inside the gun needs a flash of light or something. I don't know. And the way the scan lines do, there's science and math and stuff I don't understand really, but it just doesn't work with LCD screens. So this monitor ended up not working, but it's fine. I'm gonna go put it in one of my other empty projects I got. I think I'm gonna put it in my Street Fighter cab. But another good thing is it came with guns that I'm hoping would work. So I'm gonna rip the guns off this thing and stick them on the Virtua Cop. And actually, so the HAP guns, those are Sega Type 2 guns, Type 1 guns. There's a few different Sega guns. But HAP is like the general. You'll see these in like 90% of gun games, and it should work fine. There's no weird like infrared, IR, LED, optic board like the Lost World does. You can't see it because it's not on. But if you remember when in the Lost World video, there was, you could see like very faint LEDs around, and that way that works is actually the gun picks up those lights, and it's a totally different technology than what is going on in this game and whatever that game was. So actually an LCD screen would work in that because it's not getting the signal from the monitor. Anyway, I digress. These guns though will interchange with those guns, and I picked up some adapters You don't even really need adapters to make it work. This just makes it a little bit cleaner. But all you really need to do, if you ever have a gun game and want to throw in a half gun, and if you're sure it's compatible, all you need to do is just cut open the, or peel back the casing on the color wires. What colors are these? Red, blue, black, and white. And those are your 4 main colors. There might be an extra one, depending on the game. But anyway, all you do is just match the colors up, and it should register just fine. Which actually brings me to the next pickup in this lot is another gun game, which I ended up doing this to. And this one does work. This is a Midway Carnevil, which is a really trippy, violent Carnevil shooting, track shooter, 2-player. It's bizarre, but it's really cool. We'll actually fire this up today before we shut down. So I got this from the same buddy, and this was missing. Didn't have a marquee. I got this on eBay. Didn't have a bezel. I ended up making this and just threw in some red paint, blood splatter. When we play the game, you understand this thing is way gory. It had the control panel on it, but it didn't have guns. So I ended up picking up guns off eBay. And this is another half gun. Just different color. It's the exact same gun that's on the other, that Namco cabinet that we just looked at. And then I also got a big buck hunter or a turkey shoot or one of those Sammy hunting games. There's like a billion of them. Because I mean, I wanted a shotgun. How badass is this? It's way cooler to have a shotgun than a pistol. But what was I gonna say? Oh, so shotguns. This game actually came originally with shotguns. They're like a little bit smaller. I had a shell for one. I ended up chucking it because it was busted. But so the little shotguns had a little pump mechanism. That's how you reload. Or like typical games, you can shoot off screen to reload. So this one you can do both. So I hooked up the pump to this shotgun, so you can actually use the pump to reload, or you can shoot off screen with it if you want. Like if you're doing two-player Kimbo, John Woo style, you want a shotgun in one hand and a pistol in the other hand, you can still shoot off screen if that's what you want to do. But I just I thought it'd be cool, like dynamic, that way like it's not the exact same for player 1 and player 2. You can switch off your friends, like if you want to use a shotgun or if you're more interested in using a pistol, just to just make it a little more interesting. Best of both worlds. Then I put some like new T molding on it, purple. And you can see there's more like fake blood spray down here. And I've done this on actually I did this in my Mortal Kombat game too, the blood spray. It's real easy. All you do is just put spray paint like in a cup and just sling it on there. And the side art is just this is a conversion kit. This isn't a dedicated cabinet if you can't tell. And you can see the operator before just kind of slapped it on there. Didn't even try to even up with the artwork that was on there before. Just kind of painted over it and then stuck this on kind of half-assed. But whatever. I mean, it looks cool. And I had to put a new power supply in it. But that game worked. It loaded up fine. This is what I'm going to show you. I don't know if I've showed you guys this before. See, I put the blood splatter on this too. This is actually a centipede cabinet. This is not a new pickup. This is old. But the blood spray, I mean, it just gives you a cool effect. And I got like a cheap vinyl Mortal Kombat decal that I use as a stencil. I think it was like $8 on eBay. And then just kind of sprayed around with red, and then that looked kind of boring, so then I just kind of squirted it up, sprayed it up, whatever. So if you want to add blood to your game. So what's that? That's 3. Virtua Cop, Namco, whatever the hell, Point Blank 3. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that cabinet. It's a cool ass cabinet. Let me step past my old drums. Like, it's got a lot of cool artwork. It's very Japanese looking. I don't know. I'll probably just throw it on Craigslist or give it away. I don't really have a use for another empty cabinet. Once I steal the parts I need off of it. Okay, the next one in the lineup of the lot pickup is an Area 51. And this one had some issues too. Like, it didn't have, this one was missing guns. Picked these up off eBay, and you get them pretty cheap because they're so like plentiful on eBay. I think brand new they're like 75 bucks a piece, but you can get them used working for like 30 bucks. So that's not too bad. And again, you just match the colors up and it plugs right in. It didn't have a monitor in it, so I robbed a monitor from another cabinet. It was in the same pickup. Marquee was it? Everything's in good shape. This is actually a Lethal Enforcers cabinet, which is a Konami game. So this is another conversion game. So this came in a kit with this side art, that side art, control panel overlay, and the marquee. I mean, look at this stupid thing. I don't know why this is giant armored vehicle ballistics plate. I guess they really didn't want you to steal the quarters, so they must have had a, I don't know, issue with kids stealing shit. Yeah, Konami. So it was originally Konami 2-player 25-inch gun game. I could have swore it said Lethal Enforcers on here somewhere. But it definitely is a Lethal Enforcers cabinet. I just recognize it. And this one works now. This one loads up fine. Had a little issue with getting the hard drive to work, but I ended up just having to jiggle some wires. That's like my go-to to try to fix things. If it doesn't work the first time, just kind of shake shit around. Wiggle the wires. You never know it actually. I mean, most of the time you'll just get some kind of feedback and let you know, oh, hey, I need to plug this in or whatever. Just don't electrocute yourself. And those are you've seen those projects before. So that's 4. And then let's go to this guy right here with the cool space. I don't know what that is. Space station. Whatever it is. This is an empty cabinet as well. There's no game in it. It's got a monitor, but you can't really see it. It's a 29-inch monitor, which would be awesome, but I can't get the monitor to fire on, so I don't know if it's a flyback or what the hell it is. But and I can't find any information on that one either. It's all these like one-off monitors, so I might just rip it out and just throw like an LCD screen. But this game, it's a Sega Space Attack, which I never heard of. I had to Google it to figure out what this is. And all it is just a Space Invaders knockoff. It's like, it literally looks just like Space Invaders. Like even the sounds I think might be the same. So I'm not gonna restore it as a Space Attack. You can't find the boards online. There's one on eBay right now for way too much money, especially when in this game people would rather have a Space Invaders. So it's not gonna. There's no return on investment for a Space Attack, which is unfortunate because this cabinet looks hella cool. That kind of looks like the front end of a Cadillac. But it's got this like cool space scene. The artwork's actually in really good shape, and it's screen printed on. It's not a decal. Oh, it's way dirty. This is kind of weird. This is how the cabinet's held together with these like bolts and clamps. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I mean, I bought it as a lot bulk deal, so it kind of just. You just kind of take it off. That sounded horrible. It's got a power supply. It turns on, like the lights and shit work, so the power supply works. This is kind of cool. It's got a little, the coin mech, or the coin insert is at the top on the control panel. You know what I mean? Usually it's up here. The mech's still down here. But I just thought that was kind of cool. That I've never really seen it up top before. So you just throw the quarter in, play around. This button actually was added in. It looks like, see, it's got fire. There's nothing here. This is blanked out. And if you look real close, it's actually not centered with this button. This is kind of hacked in there too. They use a different joystick. Play instructions. Let's see if it even looks like. Oh, look, there's the graphics. See, it looks just like Space Invaders. Anyway, so I don't know what's going on with this. I don't want to. I'd hate to like convert it to a 16:1, but I might end up having to convert it to something because I'm not going to be able to find a Space Attack. Let alone does anybody even want a Space Attack. I did pick up a multi-vector. Well, it's a fake multi-vector board. It's just one of those like X and 1 multi-boards, but it plays all a bunch of vector games on a raster image, like an LCD screen or a CRT monitor, rather than a vector monitor. So I might put that in here. But this isn't a vector game. It would have been cool to put it in like a busted up, like Space Duel cabinet, because then it would make sense that you're playing vector games inside of it. But I don't know. We'll figure out something to do with this. And then this one is just empty, blank. There's no artwork. It even painted over the bezel. It did have a monitor. Actually, this is the monitor I robbed for the what's that game called? Area 51. Jeez. I robbed the power supply out of this for the Carnevil game. So this literally has nothing in it other than it's pre-wired. You just throw in a power supply and a game. It does have a JAMA connector there. So this is just a blank, generic JAMA cabinet. And no idea what I'm gonna do with this. This might be another Craigslist drop-off. So yeah, nothing too exciting. This one, Super 2-in-1. I don't know what that is. It's one of those like poker, blackjack games. This thing is in some rough shape. Like, look at this. Particle board, water damage is not a good combination. So this guy might go to the dump. I don't really want to take it to the dump because it's got a cool fake like cabaret style shape to it. I'm gonna try and sand off some of this water damage and put some wood hardener, kind of like shape it up a little bit, and I might put that multi-vector game into this, and I'd feel less bad about destroying this cabinet than I would the Space Attack. So I don't know. It's got a working power supply too. Yeah, you can. There's. So who knows what's going on with this? But it might end up being trashed. So that's what one did that. Did the Namco. Did the Virtua Cop. Did the Space Attack. Did the Black whatever. Super 2-in-1. Carnevil and the Area 51. And I think that's it as far as pickups go. I got a lot of crap recently, and I haven't recorded what I've done to them because it was just minor stuff like putting T-molding in and that blood spray. I mean, if you guys are curious how I did that, I can show you. It's no big deal. But what I really want to do is once I get this game up and running, do a shootout. See how clever that was? Because it's a shooting game. A shootout between this one, Area 51, and Carnevil, because I think that'd be cool to do a 3 back-to-back gun game review. So I'm gonna try and get a buddy to help me out because they're 2 players. It's no fun playing gun games by yourself. And you never know. We'll see. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna get the monitor for this guy. Hopefully this weekend, get it up and running, and then we'll have 3 shooting games to review. This one. It's in actually a decent shape cabinet. Anyway, I'm rambling now. So let me show you what these games look like on the 2 games that do work. Area 51, if you're curious, and Carnevil. So hold on one second. Alright, we're loading up. It's actually a Time Warner game. I feel like I've seen this game either published or released by another company. But this version is Time Warner, which is like Ted Turner. Is that Time Warner? I don't know. My history's not that good. So it's set on free play, so all you do is just hit the start button and go shoot some aliens. Let me kick this camera out so I can see what's going on. And this isn't a full review. I just want to kind of show you what's going on. If you haven't seen this game, it's pretty cool. There's like an outbreak or an alien something virus. It starts turning these soldiers on this military base, and you're these blue dudes with pretty stacked chicks. Their uniforms are more for visual than functionality, apparently. So yeah, you're on this military base, and aliens are there, and there's people that turn into aliens, but they're kind of like zombies, so it's like zombie aliens. And it's this like really cool early 90s cheesy like green screen technology, and they superimpose that zombie green screen image on top of a 3D rendered scene, so like the video game. So it's two separate things. But it's cool. So let's go ahead and fire it up. You could jump ahead or you can start at the beginning. We'll just do the beginning because we're not going to play that long. Don't shoot the blue dudes, you get penalized for it. Alright. And then they blow up into these giant like meat piles of skulls and bones and flesh. And what's cool is there's like kind of like these little Easter eggs. You kind of figure out what you can blow up. Like anything made of glass you can blow up. Ammo crates. Like I just got a grenade. Barrels will blow up. This helicopter will blow up. I don't know why aliens are flying helicopters, but whatever. It always freezes it here for a second. I guess I gotta like load. That's what happens when you shoot your guy. I did it on purpose because F that, right? So it's cool. I mean, it's a typical shooter. Like I blew out the windshield of that airplane. Anyway, so that's that. It's pretty cool. We'll do a full-on review at some point. Oh man. I say some point, I mean really soon. So, you saw that. Let's load up Carnevil and give you an idea what the hell that game's about. And I'm gonna kill a light because you just see a crazy glare and a lot of Jurassic Park reflection. Did that help at all? Kinda.
Like trees out there, walk through the center.
Yeah, I gotta walk around later.
Where skeletons
play this game.
Corpses fester. Locate the tomb with the skull of a jester. Feed him the
and this is on free play also. It
is then that Carnevil will return.
You get this like dialogue of creepy Vincent Price style. Anyway, the story goes you're essentially, I don't know, there's some legend you somehow bring this carnival to fruition. I don't know. So you have 3 levels: haunted house, rickety town, freak show. And if you beat all 3 of those, then you get to go to the main tent. So we'll go to rickety town. I'm using the shotgun right now.
Must come down. Now you're headed for rickety town. Ride all the rides, have some fun, then eat your heart out on a sesame seed bun.
Okay. So it's like some weird Christmas-themed amusement park. So it's really, it's way violent and way amazing. So you can do the shotgun pump, or if you want, shoot off screen. It works both ways. But this game it's amazing. Like, look how effed up everything is. Not really sure the whole plot, but I don't know. I like this game a lot better than Area 51. And it could just be because it's newer too. Damn it. And there's a boss battle after each level, which is kind of cool. That's actually one thing Area 51 is missing is boss battles. Got a machine gun power up. So yeah. We'll call it quits there. I don't want to play the entire game while since we're gonna do a review on it. And I died anyway, so it's perfect timing. See, I told you it was weird, man. It's loud too. I need to adjust that volume. So yeah, let me get that out of there. Oh, I had to climb through the friggin' Lost World because I don't have enough room to get the tripod in there. Oh man. So that's it. We got a few pickups. So we'll call it 6 pickups. It's 1, 2, 3 pickups and some empty cabinets. When we get these up and running, then I don't know. Then maybe we'll call them pickups. And other than that, well, I don't know what I've been up to since then and what you guys have seen and haven't seen. Oh, you know what? This is kind of exciting. might as well break the news for this project. Well, it's not break the news, but I finally got the artwork for the Bosconian build. Check that out. Side art's in. We got the bezel. The marquee is there. More side art. The kick plate art, and this should be the control panel overlay. Yeah, so I got everything except for the bezel and the marquee. You know, let me back up. The bezel and the marquee I got from GameOnGraphics.com, and then the side art, control panel, and kick plate I got from this old game. Because for some reason I don't know if they carried both or what the deal was. Anyway, I had to break it up. And then I got some plexiglass from Home Depot that we're gonna mount some of this stuff to. There it is right there. Actually, everything we have everything we need to get this thing up and running. Oh my god, I need to turn that game off, it's so loud. So I think that's actually what the next video should be, is the... Well, I don't want to say the next video. The next project is going to be Bosconian. Because we have everything there. We have the game board, we have the T-mold, we have the artwork. We just got to do a little bit of body work, and then the rest of it is just plugging stuff in and making sure everything's wired up correctly. So, yeah, that should be... I'm excited for that. I've had that thing off. I got that last year, I think. And remember I had that stupid cool pool in there? It's come a long way now. I mean, it doesn't work now, but at least it looks not like a crappy pool trackball game. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm taking a step back and surveying the garage to see if there's anything I missed. Yeah, that's what all that mess is over there. So, that's what I've been up to. The weather seems to be chilling out now, so maybe I can actually get over here and work rather than sit at home and just stuff my face. Oh, let me step away from that game, it's so loud. So yeah, stay tuned for the reviews for the shooter games. We got 3 game reviews coming up, gameplay reviews. Bosconian build coming up. And yeah, some other cool things too I haven't told you yet. But we have plenty of content already for the year for YouTube videos. So if you first time checking out my videos, if you want to subscribe, that'd be amazing, and I'd be in your debt, and you'd be my best friend if you did so. A bunch of videos like this will hopefully they're more entertaining than this one. This is kind of just running through new stuff. But yeah, like we'll do like builds, we'll repair some stuff, we'll play some stuff. Yeah, so check out my videos if you haven't. Appreciate it. Anyway, I'm rambling. Alright guys, I'm gonna get out of here because it's cold. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.